CTV, we're going to talk about polarity. Polarity is very important because you need to be right with the planet. I guess that's a nice way to put it. In other words, you should have everything that's in plane with the Earth from the middle of your body, much like the Earth. At the middle, you have a North Pole, and then the flip side, you have a South Pole, much like a magnet. So we're going to show you how to test to make sure that you are north top, south bottom, and that you're flowing in sync with the planet. It's an easy thing to test, and we're going to be using muscle testing, and we're going to be using our hands as a way to test to see if someone's North Pole is at the top of their head. So to do that, we're going to be working with our right hand and or our left hand. So depending on whether someone has a problem with a shoulder, you don't want to muscle test them on a sore shoulder. So you need to be able to know, what are my north and south fingers on each hand? So easy way to remember that is right is always north, left is always south. And the easiest way to recall that is, what do we call a left-handed pitcher? We call him a southpaw. So left is your south hand. On the hands then, the middle finger of each hand matches the polarity of the palm. So my right hand, north, middle finger is north. And then your opposite finger, the index finger, is the opposite pole. So on my right, I have a north and a south finger. So same thing for the left. I have a south finger in the middle. I have a north finger at the index. And we're going to use these to test for polarity. Polarity, when it's right, should always be, I should be able to touch this spot on someone with a north finger and watch them test weak. If I touch them with a south finger, they should test strong, because it's like a magnet. If I were to put two magnets together, north to north, they're going to repel. That's that weak muscle test. If I put a north and south together, they're going to come together firmly because they attract, and the muscle's actually going to become stronger. And to demonstrate that, Carol, if you'd join us. Both of your shoulders good?
Both are fine.
All right, let's go ahead and test with your left arm then. So I'm going to go ahead and push, and if you notice, she's got just a little spring, so that's her normal tension. And now I'm going to take a north finger. I'm going to use my south hand, right, left hand. Since that's south, this is north. I'm going to put that to her glabella. North to north, she goes weak very easily, just nothing there. But let's demonstrate now. So you saw the spring in her arm. If I come in with a south finger, so now I'm going to take my south finger to that, she's even stronger. There is no play in her bounce at all. So it actually brought her energies up. So thank you. I'm really glad that your polarity is good today. Ellie, let's check you. Let's go ahead and use your left arm okay today?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to test. I'm going to come in here with my north finger, touch to her north. Ooh, she's super strong, which means that she's flipped. So easiest way, and this works for probably 80 or 90% of the folks, and it's a great exercise to do every morning when you get out of bed. Take two fingers, touch over your right eyebrow, and drag across to the left, and then lift your fingers, because you don't want to go opposite, and do it again. So it's going to be lift, drag across the forehead, lift, drag across the forehead. And for most people, that will adjust their polarity. So let's check you and see if that worked. Come in here with north finger. Very good. Now, she's still got a little bit of strength, so we got it correct, but let's do one more. Another exercise, if that didn't get you, if you're working together with someone at home and their polarities don't flip back easily so that you blow out as easily as Carol did a moment ago, you can also tap K27. K27s are a master meridian point, and you can also tap these if someone goes into shock. And we had an injury the other day on one of our horses, and Kelsey just went out and sprayed the horse down with release, which is like liquid acupuncture. Rub that into the K27s, and that'll help bring someone out of shock. So it's a great little exercise to know. All right, so now let's check her. So nice and strong. Come in here with north energy. Boom. So now she's fully aligned. Thanks. All right, let's check Kelsey now. Here's an interesting thing. So Kelsey has, since childhood, we have found that she needs to adjust herself every morning. And this morning she said she didn't. She got up, went about her day. Can you just share a little bit of what you notice when your polarity is severely out?
Yeah, absolutely. I find that I'm very clumsy. That's most of the thing. I was always bad at sports growing up. Another thing is I don't like to be approached. If somebody were to try to hug me and my polarity's not correct, I actually feel driven back by that because my North and south are opposite of what somebody who has a correct polarity have. And so actually it's like the two magnets repelling instead of what should be an attractive force.
The other thing I would say, do you notice when your polarity is out? I think you have not only difficulty assimilating food, so it affects the digestive tract. I think you also have difficulty integrating thoughts.
I feel discombobulated.
Discombobulated, so it's harder to learn. I think it's harder to deal with emotional stresses.
I agree.
Because your body rhythms are already off sync. So let's check you. So nice and strong. We're going to come in here with North energy. Oh, she gets super strong. So we're going to teach you another technique. We've played with Kelsey. Occasionally the forehead will work with her. Occasionally K27s. But what one is golden for her, and she just goes to every morning, and we're going to have her demonstrate that. She's going to take one hand, reach around, grab an ear with thumb forward. Other thumb forward. And then touch the tip of the tongue to the back of the teeth. And then as she does deep knee bends, she'll breathe deeply. So, and then exhale. And she's done this enough years that she can tell when her energies come back online. If you're fresh to this, you may not notice it right away, but if you do this every morning, you're going to find that your days run better. You feel more energetic, less fatigue as well. All right, so let's check you now. So nice and strong. I'm going to come in here with North energy, touch it. She goes weak very easily. So you now know several techniques for adjusting your polarity, getting yourself right with the day. Great exercises to start the morning with. Try it at home with a friend, and thanks for joining us.